If your blood vessels are clogged and you're struggling with weak erections, cold hands and feet, or constant fatigue that never goes away, what I'm about to share could change your life. Your circulation problems aren't caused by your age. They're caused by 3 critical vitamin deficiencies that 90% of men over 60 have, but doctors rarely test for. I'm Dr. Vital, and in my 25 years of helping men reclaim their vitality, I've discovered these 3 vitamins can unclog blood vessels, restore rock-hard erections, and give you the energy you had decades ago. They work better than expensive prescriptions and cost less than your weekly coffee. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know this because it threatens their billion-dollar market. Type 1 in the comments if circulation problems are affecting your confidence, or 0 if you want to prevent them. Let me tell you about Michael, a 62-year-old construction foreman who walked into my clinic 6 months ago looking like a man who had given up on himself. Michael had spent his entire career building things, solving problems, and leading teams of younger men who looked up to him for strength and guidance. But when he sat across from my desk that day, he looked defeated in a way that went far beyond just physical exhaustion. "Dr. Vital," he said, his voice barely above a whisper, "I feel like my body has completely betrayed me. I can barely make it through a workday without feeling like I'm going to collapse. My hands and feet are always cold, even when I'm working in the summer heat. And the worst part, the part that's destroying my marriage and my sense of who I am as a man, is that my wife and I haven't been intimate in 6 months because I just can't perform anymore. I feel like I'm failing her, failing myself, and I don't know what to do about it." Michael's story broke my heart because it's a story I hear almost every single week in my practice. Strong, capable men who had once felt invincible, now struggling with circulation problems that affect every aspect of their lives. The cold hands and feet that make them uncomfortable in any situation, the crushing fatigue that no amount of rest seems to fix, the heavy, aching legs that make simple activities feel like monumental challenges, and yes, the erectile dysfunction that destroys intimacy, confidence, and relationships. When I reviewed Michael's blood work, the story became crystal clear, and it's a tragically common story among men over 60. His vitamin D3 levels were critically low at just 18 nanograms per milliliter, when optimal levels for circulation and sexual health should be between 50 and 80 nanograms per milliliter. His vitamin B12 was barely within the so-called normal range at 250 picograms per milliliter. But functional medicine research shows that levels below 400 can cause serious circulation problems, energy depletion, and sexual dysfunction. And when I asked him about L-citrulline, the amino acid that's absolutely essential for nitric oxide production and healthy blood flow, he'd never even heard of it. Here's what Michael didn't understand, and what most doctors fail to explain to their patients because they simply don't know this information themselves. After age 60, your body goes through several changes that directly and dramatically impact your circulation. Your blood vessels start to lose their elasticity and become stiffer, making it harder for blood to flow freely throughout your body. Your body's natural production of nitric oxide, the molecule that keeps your blood vessels open and flexible, begins to decline significantly. Chronic inflammation quietly builds up in your arteries, creating blockages and restrictions that further impair circulation. And your body's ability to absorb and utilize essential vitamins decreases, creating deficiencies that compound all of these problems. But here's the crucial part that the medical establishment doesn't want you to know, and that most doctors simply aren't trained to understand. These changes aren't inevitable consequences of aging that you just have to accept and learn to live with. They're largely caused by specific nutritional deficiencies that can be identified, addressed, and corrected with the right approach. Your blood vessels need particular vitamins to produce nitric oxide, maintain their flexibility, and transport oxygen efficiently throughout your body. When these vitamins are deficient, your circulation suffers, your energy crashes, your mental clarity decreases, and your sexual function deteriorates. The medical establishment has convinced millions of men that declining circulation, erectile dysfunction, and chronic fatigue are just normal parts of getting older. They want you to believe that expensive medications with dangerous side effects are your only option, and that you should be grateful for whatever marginal improvement these drugs might provide. But what they don't tell you is that your body has an incredible, almost miraculous capacity to restore healthy circulation when you provide it with the right nutritional building blocks at the right dosages and the right timing. Now, before I reveal these 3 specific circulation-restoring vitamins that can transform your health and your life, I need to warn you about something that might shock you and possibly anger you once you understand the full implications. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know this information because it represents an existential threat to their multi-billion-dollar circulation medication market. Think about this logically for just a moment. If men over 60 could restore their circulation, eliminate their erectile dysfunction, and regain their energy and vitality with 3 inexpensive vitamins that are available at any pharmacy without a prescription, how many expensive circulation drugs would become completely unnecessary? How many costly procedures could be avoided? How many doctor visits focused on managing symptoms rather than addressing root causes would no longer be needed? The financial impact on the medical pharmaceutical complex would be absolutely enormous, which is exactly why this information is actively suppressed, ignored, or dismissed as unscientific, despite being supported by hundreds of peer-reviewed studies published in the most prestigious medical journals in the world. I've been in practice for 25 years, and I've worked directly with over 10,000 men during my career. I can tell you with absolute certainty, based on real-world clinical experience with real patients achieving real results, that targeted vitamin therapy often produces dramatically better results than prescription medications without any of the side effects, drug interactions, or long-term health risks that come with pharmaceutical approaches. Let me be very clear about something. I'm not anti-medicine, and I'm not suggesting that medications are never appropriate or helpful. What I am saying is that the medical system has a fundamental bias toward treating symptoms with drugs rather than addressing the underlying nutritional deficiencies that cause health problems in the first place. This approach keeps patients dependent on the medical system for life, generating massive ongoing profits rather than actually solving the root causes of their health challenges. Each of the 3 vitamins I'm about to share with you has been studied extensively in clinical research and has been shown to improve circulation, enhance sexual function, increase energy levels, and restore vitality in men over 60. The research is so compelling and the results so consistent that some forward-thinking cardiologists, urologists, and anti-aging physicians are now recommending these exact vitamins to their patients as first-line treatments for circulation problems. But here's what makes this even more powerful and important for you to understand. These vitamins don't just treat symptoms like medications do. They actually restore your body's natural capacity to maintain healthy circulation by providing the nutritional building blocks that your cells need to function optimally. This means that the improvements you experience aren't temporary or dependent on continuing to take drugs. They're sustainable, long-term improvements in your fundamental health and vitality. If you want to discover more evidence-based strategies like this for maintaining your health and vitality naturally without relying on expensive medications or invasive procedures, make sure to subscribe to Dr. Vital 60 Plus and hit that notification bell. I share new research-backed content every Tuesday and Friday, specifically designed to help men over 60 live their strongest, most confident, most vital lives possible. Vitamin number 1. Vitamin D3, the circulation commander. The first vitamin that can revolutionize your circulation is vitamin D3, and most men over 60 are severely deficient without knowing it. D3 isn't actually a vitamin. It's a powerful hormone that regulates over 200 genes in your body, including those controlling blood vessel function and sexual health. Your blood vessels are lined with vitamin D receptors. When these receptors don't have adequate D3, your arteries become stiff and inflexible, leading to poor circulation and erectile dysfunction. D3 also regulates nitric oxide production, the molecule that keeps blood vessels open and flexible. Research in the Journal of Sexual Medicine studied 3,400 men and found those with vitamin D deficiency were 32% more likely to have erectile dysfunction. Another study showed that correcting D3 deficiency improved sexual function within 12 weeks. Let me share David's story. David, a 59-year-old executive, came to me with crashed energy and sexual problems destroying his marriage. His D3 level was just 22 ng per milliliter, severely deficient. Optimal levels should be 50 to 80 ng per milliliter. I started him on 5,000 IU daily with magnesium and K2. Within 2 weeks, David was sleeping better and had more energy. By week 4, his afternoon crashes disappeared. By week 8, his sexual function improved dramatically. "Dr. Vital," he said, "I feel like I got my life back. My wife and I are closer than we've been in years." Here's how to optimize your D3. Get tested first. Most men over 60 need 4,000 to 6,000 IU daily to reach optimal levels. Take with healthy fats in the morning. Always combine with magnesium and K2 for proper absorption and safety. Choose D3, cholecalciferol, over D2, and get high-quality supplements with third-party testing. Vitamin number 2, L-citrulline, the nitric oxide booster. The second vitamin is L-citrulline, one of the most powerful natural circulation enhancers known to science. L-citrulline dramatically increases nitric oxide production, the molecule that keeps blood vessels open and responsive. Here's how it works. L-citrulline converts to L-arginine in your kidneys, then produces nitric oxide in blood vessel walls. Taking L-citrulline is more effective than L-arginine directly because it bypasses liver metabolism that destroys most L-arginine before it reaches your blood vessels. Research in the Journal of Urology found men taking 1.5 grams daily experienced significant erection improvements within a month. 50% achieved completely normal function. L-citrulline also lowers blood pressure, improves exercise performance, and enhances cardiovascular health. Thomas, a 66-year-old retired teacher, was struggling with declining stamina and erectile dysfunction affecting his 35-year marriage. I started him on 3 grams daily, 1.5 grams morning and evening on empty stomach. Within 2 weeks, Thomas noticed improved tennis performance and energy. By week 4, his sexual function improved dramatically. My wife asked what I've been taking because I seem like a different person, he told me. I have energy, stamina, and confidence I haven't felt in years. For maximum benefits, take 3 to 6 grams daily, split into doses. Take on empty stomach 30 minutes before meals. For sexual performance, take 2 to 3 grams about 2 hours before intimacy. Choose pure L-citrulline over citrulline malate for circulation benefits. Start with lower doses and increase gradually. Effects build over 4 to 8 weeks with consistent use. Vitamin number 3, vitamin B12, the energy regenerator. The third vitamin is vitamin B12, crucial because absorption decreases significantly with age. B12 is essential for red blood cell formation, nerve function, and energy metabolism, all critical for circulation and sexual performance. When B12 deficient, your red blood cells become large and malformed, unable to transport oxygen effectively. This causes fatigue, poor circulation, and sexual dysfunction. B12 also maintains nerve sheaths controlling sexual function. When levels are low, nerve communication becomes impaired. Research shows men with B12 deficiency are significantly more likely to have erectile dysfunction, and supplementation improved function in 68% of deficient men within 12 weeks. The problem is standard tests miss deficiency. Normal range is 200 to 900 picograms per milliliter, but optimal for men over 60 is 600 to 1,000 picograms per milliliter. Robert, a 64-year-old retired mechanic, came to me completely exhausted with erectile dysfunction straining his marriage. 3 doctors told him his blood work was normal. His B12 was 280 picograms per milliliter, technically normal, but functionally deficient. I also tested methylmalononic acid and homocysteine, which were elevated, confirming deficiency. I started Robert on 1,000 micrograms methylcobalamin daily with folate and B6. Within 2 weeks, his mental fog lifted. By week 4, his energy returned dramatically. By week 6, his sexual function improved significantly. He said, "I feel like myself again for the first time in years." For optimization, get comprehensive testing, including methylmalononic acid and homocysteine. Choose methylcobalamin or hydroxycobalamin over cyanocobalamin. Take 1,000 to 2,000 micrograms daily for first 1 to 3 months, then 500 to 1,000 micrograms maintenance. Use sublingual forms for better absorption. Take with folate and B6. Take in the morning as it can be energizing. Many notice energy improvements within days. Sexual function improvements take 6 to 12 weeks. Now, here's where these 3 vitamins become truly powerful. When you use them together, their effects don't just add up, they multiply through nutritional synergy. Each vitamin enhances the others, creating a comprehensive circulation restoration system more powerful than any single intervention. Vitamin D3 acts as a master regulator, optimizing your body's ability to utilize B12 and supporting the enzymes that convert L-citrulline to nitric oxide. When D3 levels are optimal, every other nutrient works more effectively because D3 regulates gene expression throughout your body. L-citrulline increases nitric oxide production, improving blood flow to all tissues, including those involved in vitamin D and B12 metabolism. Better circulation means better nutrient delivery, so each vitamin reaches where it's needed most. B12 provides the cellular energy your body needs to metabolize vitamin D properly and produce nitric oxide from L-citrulline efficiently. When B12 levels are optimal, your entire circulation system functions better because cells have the energy for complex biochemical processes. Let me tell you about James, a 63-year-old consultant who implemented all 3 vitamins simultaneously. James had severe circulation problems, constantly cold hands and feet, chronically low energy, and no satisfactory erections in over 2 years. Working together, we designed a precise regimen: 5,000 IU vitamin D3 with breakfast, 3 grams L-citrulline split morning and evening, and 1,500 micrograms methylcobalamin B12 each morning. Within the first week, James noticed improved energy and mental clarity. By week 3, his circulation improved dramatically. By week 8, his sexual function returned to levels he hadn't experienced in years.
Dr. Vital, James told me, I approached this methodically and can say with certainty this combination gave me my life back. My energy is stable, circulation excellent, and my wife and I feel like we're on our honeymoon again. You don't need to start all three at once. Begin with vitamin D3 and B12 for weeks 1 to 2. Add L-citrulline weeks 3 to 4. The effects are cumulative, building over weeks as your body restores circulation capacity. Let me give you a precise, step-by-step implementation guide that takes the guesswork out of using these vitamins effectively. This is the exact protocol I use with patients, refined over 25 years and thousands of successful cases. Week 1 to 2. Start with vitamin D3 and B12 to address foundational deficiencies. Take 4,000 to 5,000 IU D3 with breakfast, along with magnesium and K2. Take 1,000 to 1,500 micrograms methylcobalamin B12 sublingually each morning with folate. Monitor energy levels and circulation changes. Week 3 to 4. Add L-citrulline while continuing D3 and B12. Start with 1.5 grams twice a day, morning on empty stomach and evening. Gradually increase to 3 grams twice a day if well tolerated. This allows your body to adjust to increased nitric oxide production. Weeks 5 to 8. Continue all three at optimal dosages and track specific improvements in circulation, energy, and sexual function. Most men notice significant improvements by this point, but full benefits continue building for 3 to 6 months. Here are specific product and timing recommendations for maximum effectiveness. For vitamin D3, choose cholecalciferol in oil-based capsules for better absorption. Take with your largest meal containing healthy fats. Always combine with 400 to 600 milligrams magnesium glycinate and 100 to 200 micrograms vitamin K2 MK7. For B12, choose methylcobalamin in sublingual tablets for better absorption, especially over 60. Take on empty stomach first thing in the morning. Include 400 to 800 micrograms folate and 50 to 100 milligrams vitamin B6 to support B12 metabolism.
For L-citrulline, choose pharmaceutical-grade powder or capsules without additives. Take on empty stomach 30 minutes before meals. If using for sexual performance, take 2 to 3 grams about 2 hours before intimacy. Divide daily doses for consistent nitric oxide support. Quality matters enormously. Choose products from manufacturers providing third-party testing for purity and potency. Avoid supplements with artificial colors, flavors, or unnecessary fillers. Store in cool, dry places away from sunlight. Based on my experience with over 10,000 patients, here's what to expect. Week 1 to 2, improved energy and better sleep. Week 3 to 4, better circulation to hands and feet, reduced fatigue. Week 5 to 8, noticeable sexual function improvements, overall vitality enhancement. Week 8 to 12, optimal benefits achieved with continued improvement. Remember, individual results vary based on starting nutrient levels, overall health status, medication use, and lifestyle factors. Some men see improvements within days, others take several weeks. The key is patience and consistency. These vitamins restore fundamental circulation aspects that may have been compromised for years. Based on my 25 years of clinical experience and extensive research with men over 60, here's exactly what you can expect when you implement this 3-vitamin protocol correctly and consistently. Week 1 to 2. First changes are improved sleep quality and more stable energy throughout the day.
Vitamin D3 and B12 begin working immediately to support cellular energy and nerve function. You may notice you're not experiencing severe afternoon crashes. Mental clarity should improve, and concentration on tasks becomes easier. Week 3 to 4, circulation improvements become noticeable. Hands and feet start staying warmer throughout the day, even in cooler environments. Physical activities that used to exhaust you, like stairs or longer walks, start feeling easier. Many men report sleeping more deeply and waking refreshed. Week 5 to 6, sexual function improvements usually become apparent. You may notice stronger morning erections, increased libido, and better performance during intimate moments. The combination of improved circulation, higher energy, and better nerve function create optimal conditions for sexual health. Overall confidence and vitality should be significantly improved. Week 8 to 17, full circulation benefits should be clearly evident. Your cardiovascular system feels stronger and more responsive. Physical activities feel noticeably easier and more enjoyable. Many men report feeling more motivated to exercise and engage in activities they'd given up due to poor circulation and low energy. Week 9 to 12, deeper long-term benefits become established. Your body's natural circulation capacity is restored. Energy levels are stable and strong, and sexual function should be significantly improved or normalized. Many men describe feeling like themselves again or 10 years younger during this period. Beyond 3 months, benefits continue compounding as your body maintains optimal vitamin levels. Your circulation system becomes increasingly efficient, energy remains stable, and overall health continues improving. Many patients report feeling stronger and more energetic in their 60s and 70s than they did in their 50s. It's important to understand you're not just treating symptoms, you're addressing fundamental nutritional deficiencies causing circulation problems. This means improvements are sustainable and tend to improve over time rather than diminish. Individual results vary based on starting vitamin levels, overall health status, medication use, and lifestyle factors. Severe deficiencies often see more dramatic improvements, while those with milder deficiencies notice more subtle but still significant changes. The key is consistency and patience. Your circulation problems don't have to define your future. The weak erections, cold hands and feet, constant fatigue, and declining vitality you may be experiencing aren't inevitable consequences of aging. They're symptoms of specific vitamin deficiencies that can be corrected with the right knowledge and consistent action.
Remember Michael, David, Thomas, Robert, and James, ordinary men who transformed their health and vitality by correcting simple but critical vitamin deficiencies. They're not special or unique. They're men just like you who decided to take control of their health naturally and scientifically. You have the same opportunity starting right now. You can begin with just one vitamin tomorrow and start your journey back to optimal circulation, renewed energy, and restored confidence. Or you can continue accepting that declining health is just part of getting older. The choice is entirely yours. If this information has been valuable, please give this video a thumbs up so more men can discover these natural, effective solutions. Your engagement helps YouTube show this content to men who desperately need this information but don't know it exists. Subscribe to Dr. Vital 60+ and hit that notification bell so you never miss evidence-based health strategies designed specifically for men over 60. I post new research-backed content every Tuesday and Friday with practical solutions you can implement immediately. In the comments below, tell me which of these 3 vitamins you're most interested in trying first. Are you going to start with vitamin D3 to build your foundation? L-citrulline for immediate circulation benefits? Or B12 for energy and nerve function? I read every comment and often use your questions and experiences to create future videos. Here's something exciting. Next week, I'm revealing the single biggest mistake that 95% of men over 60 make when trying to improve their circulation naturally. It's a mistake so common and so damaging that it can completely sabotage even the best vitamin protocols. This mistake has cost thousands of men years of unnecessary suffering. And once you know what it is, you'll never make it again. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss this crucial information that could save you months of frustration and wasted effort. Until then, take action on what you've learned today. Start with one vitamin, build the habit, and begin your journey back to the circulation, energy, and confidence you deserve. Remember, your body wants to heal and thrive. You just need to give it the right tools. I'm Dr. Vital, and I believe in your body's incredible capacity for restoration and vitality when supported with proper nutrition. Take care of yourself. Start today, and I'll see you in the next video.